Infinity healing to release the emotions of resentment, anger towards source. And for whatever reason, if the word source exactly does not resonate with you, you can replace it with anything that resonates with you. For me personally, and with the school of thought of infinity healing, we really do not we don't feel the need to force people to believe in a specific name for the divine, for the creator of all that is, and whatever name you give it, for us we work with that. Now, since this is towards so many people, so I cannot limit myself to what each and specific one of you prefer, so I'm just gonna stick with the word source, and I hope for most of you that cause no friction or any issues. And I'm sorry if it does. Honestly, I'm sorry if it does. Now, working with the emotional body, personally, working with the emotional body and working to heal the emotional body, for me, one of the most important things that first and foremost, that we acknowledge our emotions towards specific thing or specific entity or specific creation or specific being. And this is very important and very crucial, because without acknowledging those emotions, we cannot work to transcend them. We cannot work to heal them. We cannot work to release them. Okay? If you don't believe you have a dirty room, how exactly are you going to clean it? Why would you clean a clean room? That makes no sense. Okay? At least for me. Okay? But in putting that into perspective, I'm saying that because it's very important for me, and especially in religious communities, that one need at least to acknowledge between him and himself, or her and herself, or them and themselves, that they have this feeling towards source. It doesn't, there's no need to, broadcast that into the world. Absolutely, there is no need. But there is a need for you at least to acknowledge that between you and yourself, between what you believe to be true and what you don't believe to be true. And remember, acknowledging that is not a defeat, even if you, based on your religious upbringings or your religious belief that you hold currently, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with holding those emotions towards the source. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. But, or you know what, I was gonna say, when it comes there's wrong with that, well, honestly, it becomes absolutely wrong when you just keep refusing to acknowledge these emotions. When you start becoming passive aggressive, either toward religious people or toward source himself or herself, or whatever you believe the proper pronounce for the source, and you act based on that passiveness, and you make your decisions based on that passiveness, and that passiveness only exists because for whatever reason you refuse to acknowledge those, that you were hurt, that you felt betrayed, that you felt you were let down, you felt you needed to be protected, you were supposed to be protected, but you were not protected, again, for whatever reason. And to be honest, topics such as this is a very, very huge one. And to be honest, in this free mini session, I'm barely working with the tip of the surface of this issue. So if you actually going through this, you might actually consider having or taking a private session to work on this, whether it's using infinity healing, and I would absolutely recommend you do it with me, with infinity healing, or do it with something else, okay, whatever healing modality that resonates with you the most. But to be honest, you really, really need to get on top of this. And to me, especially for those people who actually believe that there is a source, I'm not talking about the people who do not believe that there is a source, they do not believe that there is a creator. I mean, I would say that most of them would not even click on this or watch it or use it. But for those of you who do believe, believing that the source of everything is not on your side is just so painful. It's so painful. And I'm not saying that as a person who's just trying to act superior to any of you, because I felt that, and it's so destructive. And it's so destructive because that higher power that you supposedly believe in is not on your side. And if that higher power is not on your side, who is? And again, I'm not saying that to place fear, doubt, or more resentment, more hatred, more pain in any of you. I'm saying that because I do understand. I'm saying that because I want to explain to you guys I do understand. I'm not saying that because I'm acting based on, being superior and whatnot. Now, putting all of that into consideration, let's start doing the healing. And again, remember, this is a mini session. If you actually need to go into more depth, and if you don't see much results from this, you're probably one of those who need to work on, a complete full session, complete private session. Okay, I'm gonna ask you all to take 3 deep belly breaths. And if you don't know what's infinity healing is basically a healing modality that works with your sacred yes. It works if you say yes. Without you saying yes, you would not receive the healing. You would not receive the energy. Okay. Would you like to receive infinity healing? If you would like that, please say yes and take a deep breath. Awesome. Okay. And would you like, towards all the emotions, all the limiting emotions that you have toward source, and again, if you don't like the word source, you can replace it with anything that is suitable for you, that you most resonate with. Okay, would you like to receive an infinity healing to help you heal all of these limiting emotions that you have toward source? If you would like that, please say yes and take a deep breath. Okay, that's a very heavy one. Okay. And if there is emotions that you basically towards source that you refuse to acknowledge, would you like to receive an infinity healing to help you deal with that? If you would like that, please say yes and take a deep breath. And would you like to receive an infinity healing to help you heal all the traumatic experiences that you went through, and because of them, you hold all these emotions, limiting emotions towards God, towards source? If you would like that, please say yes and take a deep breath. Okay, and if for sure there is a need to work more deeper with all of these emotions that you have towards source, would you like to receive an infinity healing to 1, help you understand that and see that for yourself with total ease, joy, and glory, and 2, to basically take the right action to work on these emotions, to do the healing with whatever healing modality suits you best. If you would like that, say yes and take a deep breath. Okay, I'm gonna ask you all to put your right dominant hand, and even if it's not your dominant hand, unless you feel called to use your left hand, use your right hand on your heart chakra. And remember, when it comes to that, you really do not need to be specific, just feels what feels right, intuitively right, consciously right. And say with me, thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm gonna ask you all to drink your water. And drinking water is so vital, so crucial when it comes to infinity healing, okay? If, for those of you who are actually connected and attuned to your body, you would actually feel that your body is calling for you to drink water. You would actually feel your bodies are so thirsty to drink water. And I would also recommend that during the following 24 hours that you would drink as much water as possible. And when I say drink as much water as possible, I basically mean drink as much water as possible. I cannot give you a specific amount or a specific number or ounces or anything of that sort, because I'm talking to a vast majority of people where there are those people who barely drink a cup of water a day, and there's people who drink liters of water. And I really can't say for everyone, like there is a universal amount that everyone should follow, but what I'm saying is drink more than what you used to, okay? And also make sure to follow your intuition regarding how much you need or should drink, okay? Putting all of that into consideration, I would love to hear your feedback. Did you feel energy? Did you not feel energy? How it felt? How was it for you? In the comment section. And also, I would recommend that you guys would note any manifestation that you would see, whether it's good or bad. All the good and the bad is basically a synchronistic signs to basically reach the ultimate goal, which is the ultimate aim, which is, in the case of this, is healing all the resentment, anger, all unsupporting, limiting emotions toward source, or whatever name you have for it, him, her, they, again, whatever pronoun resonates with you the most. And other than that, if you'd like to donate, we absolutely accept donations. There's a link, PayPal link in the description box for donations. And if you'd like to know more about infinity healing, I'm not really sure if it's going to be available before or after this specific video, but if it was available before, I would recommend that you check in the description box, and also we check the cards. And I would also recommend that you would learn more about the difference between regular sessions and the mini sessions that I offer, so you would have a clearer perspective of what they are. Other than that, may this or something far greater happens for all of us. Blessings all.